And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. DJ Yoakley with you here at Giangelo's. Give it up for them. Proud sponsor of South Range, and we are here for the South Range Raiders show here, the first of the year, kicking everything off from the patio in Giangelo's. Boy, it is toasty. It's not December anymore, buddy.
No, it's nice and warm today.
Someone used to warm weather, used to the links certainly, but has been very, very busy in the off-season, per se, for South Range this year. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one, the only, Johnny Feren, Athletic Director of South Range.
Thanks.
Very popular out here, buddy.
Yeah.
For you, obviously, this is a year that's kind of unique. I mean, you look at what the expectations are for South Range. You guys have a standard, much like the Steelers, that everybody wants to live up to, but there's a lot of rocks being thrown by the media, by other communities, saying South Range across the board is down this year. And I'm going to talk to Dave later in the show about this, but one of the things that I've learned is you never throw rocks at tanks. So for you, what's it like for you to hear that and be confident in the student athletes you have coming up in this community that's always successful?
It's a nice problem to have when people look at you as being a successful athletic program in all your sports. It is something that is very, very pleasure to hear people say, oh, they're not going to be very good.
It's challenging, right, though?
It's challenging, but it's also a message to our kids that, hey, they don't think you're going to be very good, so go out and do the South Range things, and you'll be fine.
Do you sit there and keep score to yourself a little bit about who's saying what, so that way when the going comes around?
I would never do that.
Yeah, right. For you, I mean, this is a very hectic part of the year. There's so many things going on to start the year. The Hall of Fame, you have all these different things that's going on. How do you, I mean, you don't really have an off season in the summer. You're planning, you're in meetings, you're doing all this with the beginning of the season in mind, and you've got to get ahead of it because it can get away from you pretty quick.
It is. I mean, you are, when you're doing your scheduling, you're a year, 2 years ahead. It's just, finding your league schedules are set. But it is just finding the non-league teams, that we're not going to be very good, but finding non-league teams that want to play you also. That's the toughest part of the job is out of our conference, finding teams that will come in or we go to them and play and try to get multi-year deals so we're not looking every single year. But no, you're right. I mean, the process in the summertime is just fine-tuning things for the fall, and you're already looking for the winter. I mean, fall's done in the spring, winter's done in the fall. So, I mean, it's time. It's busy time right now with just paperwork and minor things that just are time-consuming that are tedious.
I'm interested because you have always seen sports as a business, and you take your job very personally. The turnover in the ranks right now from coaches, and obviously we talk about open enrollment and parents moving their kids in and out of districts and things like that. You have to be ready for it at all costs. I mean, you had to replace coaches seemingly every year, no matter win or loss. For you, how do you keep kind of the consistency that is South Range Athletics, no matter who's at the top of the chart?
A lot of times I would tell you most of the coaches that we do bring in, if we have to replace, that they're South Range people. So, you have a tradition at South Range, you have an expectation at South Range, and people you bring in the coach, you want them to have that same feeling.
Yeah.
If we can bring South Range people back to South Range to coach that have been successful, then, we feel that, they're going to contribute to that success that we have.
Girls golf, girls cross country, girls basketball, right off the top of my head. What else? Is that it? Is that all the replacements for this year?
Yes, that's all.
So you think about that, only 3 in all the sports that you do across the board. For you, that's something to be proud of because people want to be, and you had resumes coming in from all over to be the leader of any particular team that we just mentioned.
Yeah, you're correct. I mean, we have our girls cross country coach, one of our former runners, absolutely phenomenal runners. The family, the Nummergut family was, you talked about distance running. That was the number. Got family. Coming back to the area, and wanting to be part of our coaching staff. Our golf coach, Mr. Krish, comes from Jackson Milton. Was a golf coach there. We got him over. This year he got the first wins in our actual girls program history.
Oh wow! Hey, give it up, girls!
Yeah,
all right,
Coach Krish with the victories this year. That's huge. I mean, just building off that's going to be great. And then we got Coach Heath coming in. He's been at several places. One of the places, that we try to exclude looking at is he was at, Ohio State. We won't hold that against him. But he's been with Akron Hoban. He's been at Middlefield Cardinal. He's been at a lot of different places that he's going to bring a wealth of knowledge into our program.
The other thing that I've been really particularly impressed with you specifically, is sports now is an entertainment business. I mean, you have to keep the fans entertained. You have to keep yourself entertained. Everybody, it's an experience on a Friday night. It's an experience every time someone crosses over into a venue in high school. I mean, the radio, the audio that you guys do, that this is South Range. Like, you were the first to do that in our area. Also, you look at some of the banners that you guys have. You think outside the box. When did you realize that this was more than just coming and playing a game? This was, you had to obviously monetize things, but in the same token, be able to make an impression on everybody that comes to and leaves your ballpark.
Well, I think that if you want people to come back, you have to have that enjoyment. You have to have them wanting to come back to do whatever they found good at that point. You look at it, and I'll say we have one of our tailgaters sitting in the back right now, but we had a scrimmage, and these guys are set up at 3:30 in the afternoon for a 7 o'clock scrimmage tailgate. And I mean, that's something that our fans, our parents, they love to do, and it adds to the atmosphere of your football game.
Well, they got to knock the rust off too. They got to be ready to go.
I don't know if they ever get rusty, but we'll say that. So,
expectations for this year in general. I'm talking fall, winter, spring. What do you expect from all the athletes, the student athletes, the coaches, and everybody, fans, tailgaters, everybody that walks through and roots for the Burgundy and Gold?
Oh, my expectations are, let's go out and, let's show people what South Range is about.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the biggest thing. Whether we're winning or losing, you always want to win. But if we can go out and be a Raider, show everybody what a Raider means to be, then that's the main thing.
You've gone through some roller coasters, my friend, over the last year or so. This community has certainly had your back, and a lot of other communities have had your back as well. We want to hear it from the horse's mouth. What has it meant to you, and you just said holistically, from your what has it been like from your seat?
Incredible. I can be tough to deal with from time to time, and just the support I've gotten, it's incredible. I can't thank everybody enough. That's,
you got it.
It's special.
Incredible support for an incredible man. Ladies and gentlemen, the athletic director at South Range High School, give it up for Donnie Feren. We'll be back right after this on YSN.